want to stick with this issue now. I'm going to go down to Lismore, up to Lismore in New South Wales, catch up with Kevin Hogan, who's the Nationals Deputy Leader. Thanks for joining us, Kevin. I want to first get your thoughts on that. You know, has the Australian government, through Anthony Albanese and Penny Wong, been strong enough on this? They say they want this resolved through dialogue and conversations, but that's exactly what has failed here over many decades. The world cannot stand to see Iran develop nuclear weapons.
Look, absolutely, Chris. And, of course, we'd like everything to be resolved through dialogue. But, as you've pointed out, has been pointed out earlier, the Iranian government has been supporting Hamas, has been supporting Hezbollah. And, the other people that, besides the Israelis who are under attack, Chris, is the people I feel very sorry for as well are the normal Lebanese people who are dominated by Hezbollah, the normal Iranians who have had an extreme government, and the Palestinians who do not support Hamas. And some people in those countries, many people in those countries, at great risk to their lives, come out in protest against those regimes. And we know the Iranian government has been supporting these terrorist organisations. So I can certainly understand that Israel was very, didn't necessarily believe that talk and dialogue was going to resolve what would have been a very dangerous situation had Iran developed that nuclear weapons.
Yeah, and there are indications that there could be a rising up of people in Iran. We've got to take those messages with a grain of salt, because it's hard to confirm anything out of Iran. And also, even if there is some sort of a popular revolt against the mullahs who run it, it is a theocracy. People need to understand that. It is run by Islamist leaders. It is not run as a democracy. If they do rise up against that, it could be very, very perilous for them. People might want to see that happen, but a lot of lives could be lost in the process.
Look, absolutely. And we have seen reports over the last couple of years of this discontent starting to rise. And those people, and those especially women, do that at great, danger and, to their lives. And we've seen reports on that as well. But hopefully, these reports are saying that because of the attacks that have happened, and again, as you said, the Israeli attacks on Iran have been very pinpointed to taking out nuclear facilities and some of these military leaders. And hopefully that does cause more discontent and gives people more strength to uprise against what has been a very oppressive regime.
Just briefly on domestic issues and this investment in Australia by Amazon, AI data centres in Sydney and Melbourne, great, couple of thousand jobs. These things need enormous amounts of electricity 24/7. And there's a suggestion we're going to run them on the solar and wind electricity. Should we be sceptical about the ability of these things to be powered properly, given our unreliability issues at the moment?
Chris Bowen's got it all handled, Chris. Just asking. But no, of course, I mean, this is... And look at the interview you played earlier. The Prime Minister, again, let's cut down free speech, does not even want the word nuclear asked in a press conference about this. I mean, these things absorb enormous amounts of energy. We're seeing Amazon doing what they're doing. We've seen Microsoft in America actually develop a nuclear power station, redevelop one, because they know they need energy reliability, and the Prime Minister doesn't even want to talk about it here. So, look, I think, like you, Chris, do not have any faith in Chris Bowen and our energy plans. So, great to see Amazon's investment, but I think, as we're seeing with Tomago, really now looking for an energy bailout from the government because of the failure of our energy system, or what they perceive is going to be the failure of our energy system. We have a lot to worry about in this space with this current Labor-Greens alliance.
I reckon there'll be a thumping big diesel generator out the back of those Amazon data centres for sure.